Hey gang, what's up? Welcome back here to another edition of Intuitive Angling, and really appreciate you guys watching today's video. Today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about and giving you tips and advice on how to cast a bait casting reel further, how to maximize your distance on your cast. This is super important as far as on different techniques that you really have to get that cast a long way from the boat, and there's several things you can do to really add distance to your cast. We're going to get into that in today's video. And real quick, guys, I want to remind you, I just posted a new video today on my new channel, Advanced Bass Fishing. I did a 1 hour and 6 minute long spinnerbait video, spinnerbait seminar, everything you guys want to know about spinnerbaits. And if you're interested, I'll put that video link in the description. Check that out, and please subscribe to that new channel. That'd be much appreciated. Okay, guys, there's several things to consider as far as making casts or longer casts. Now, the first one, a lot of it has to do with your reel. I mean, there's some reels that simply cast further than others. Like I said, I'm sort of out of the being up on the best reels, because you know I dropped out of that rat race long ago, trying to have the latest and greatest. The ones I've got, this is just the old Lew's BB1 Pro Speed Spool. This is just like a medium priced reel. I've had it for like 10 years. There's probably ones you can cast further with, but I'm going to talk about how to maximize the distance with the equipment that you have. But if you do a little bit of research, obviously there's going to be some reels that cast further, but there's some adjustments that you can make that really helps us out. Now, first of all, to get the maximum distance, you've got to have a very loose or minimal tension on your spool. So you need to have it, if you can see there, when you push the spool, see that thing goes out, you need to have your line going out fairly fast there. Now, there's a couple drawbacks to this. Obviously, it's going to make it easier to backlash, but unless you get comfortable with casting with that spool loose, you're never going to maximize your cast. That's sort of something that every reel's different as far as the tension you have to thumb it with, but nevertheless, make sure that that thumb bar is releasing that line pretty fast. Another thing, guys, is make sure you fill the line fairly full on your spool. Now, this is something we don't do with a spinning outfit because you're going to get fluffs in it, but on a bait caster, it's a little bit different. Fill it up pretty full, not like over the line, but make sure you don't have like 1/8 of an inch in it there. That's going to make a big difference. And again, if you fill your line up fairly full on a spool, even on a bait caster, it's going to make it a little bit easier to backlash. But again, we're trying to get distance. Now, the next thing important is the actual cast itself. Now, if you watch some of the videos I've done on spinning tackle, I'm talking about how important it is to cast with your wrist like that. If you're wanting to maximize your distance and you want to, say you're fishing a big deep diving crankbait or big swim bait, and you want to bomb it out there as far as you can in open water, first of all, you've got to get 2 hands on the rod, you know, left hand on the reel seat, right hand on the butt, and you've got to put your whole body in it, almost like winding up to make a pitch in baseball. So you put your whole body in it like that, and then release it with your wrist as well. You still want to have that quick wrist snap, but you want to get your body momentum in it like that. It just makes a big difference as far as the distance you get out of it. And I can't stress that enough as far as learning that motion with that. So just flow through like that, and you can just bomb it out there a long way. Now, sometimes, guys, you can make a long cast also side-armed here like this. It's the same deal. It's almost like swinging for a baseball. It's like you just sort of wind up like this, and you can get it way out there like that. But the big difference between a bait caster and a spinning is you have to incorporate your entire body, your legs, the core of your body, your upper body, and your wrists together to get the maximum distance. If you just try to cast like this, you know, just with your wrists without moving your body, you're going to lose probably 25 to 40% of your distance. You've got to get your whole body into it. And the best thing I can compare it to, it's just like a golf swing or it's like a baseball swing. Every aspect of your body works together in a rhythm, and that's what makes a really good caster. And I've worked so hard at becoming a good caster. You know, I won the Bass Pro Shop's National Casting Competition, got first place one year and got second place the other year. So I really put a lot of emphasis on my casting because it makes you a better angler. But the main thing, guys, is just get comfortable, get your reel set right, get everything right with it. Use your whole body, use your wrist. And another thing to remember, the longer the rod you use, the further your cast is going to be. You got more leverage with a long rod. So if you're really wanting to maximize the casting length, use a rod that is at least 7 foot long, 7.5 foot long, with some type of a medium to medium heavy tip. It's harder to cast a heavy action rod at long distance, and it's hard to cast just a straight medium action. So you need something with a fairly stiff butt section and something with some type of a medium to medium fast tip. And that gives you the leverage and power and length to maximize that cast. So anyway, hope it helps out, guys, and we'll talk later.